Salmon River Solutions makes a ton of really cool specialty rails, and in this video, Ken's going to talk about each one of them. Gavin here from UltimateReloader.com. I'm here with Ken Trapp from Salmon River Solutions. Thanks for joining us, Ken.
Yeah, glad to be here.
Now, for those of you that aren't familiar with Salmon River Solutions, they make titanium brakes. They make awesome rails, which we're going to talk about in this video, and some other specialty products. So, Ken, when you think about rails all up, tell me about this whole product portfolio. As you can see, there's quite a few different rails with different options here.
Yeah, so our rail variety is pretty wide. I think we make the only combo rail out on the market. We have two different variations, Hunter's rail and the Arca plus Pic. Mm-hmm. You get an Arca section and Picatinny and a sling stud all in one. So you get multi-uses out of one rail, which is pretty nice. I guess to start off, I should say all our rails are made from 70-75. It lets us make lightweight cuts in them to make them as light as possible, but retain that strength.
Some of these features you see down here, removing material, more rigid material means less weight for the same strength, essentially.
And they look good that way too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we offer two different styles of rails. We have flat bottom rails, and we also have a radius bottom cut. So if you wanted to install your rail on, say, a stock such as this that has a really rounded bottom.
Yep. Typical sporter deal, huh?
Yep. Our rails that have a rounded bottom actually made up extremely well to a rounded bottom style stock like that. And we also have our tactical line. So all our tactical rails are flat bottomed because your tactical style rails are going to go usually on a chassis, and they made up a lot better on a chassis, being flat.
Gotcha. And so the radius, what's interesting about the radius is that you've actually got a transition on some of these stocks.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of rounded on the forend, and then like this guy right here, kind of more flat towards the magwell area. And the flat portion, if you look at the two sides here, and then the radius portion provides kind of a transition, if you will, between those two?
Yeah, with that design, because the center section is a radius, the outer is flat, no matter what, you're going to have 2 points of contact. If you take somebody else's flat rail and put it on a stock where it's semi-rounded, you're going to have 1 point of contact, and it's going to want to rock.
Gotcha.
That radius cut lets it transition on a rounded stock that goes to more flat. You're always going to have 2 points of contact.
Yeah. I think this lightweight tactical option is interesting because what I've learned this year is folks that are competing in NRL Hunter are going to be very weight conscious, and you might want to start underweight and then add weight to come up to whatever class you're competing in, whether it be 16 pounds for the whole rifle. And any little place that you can save weight is good. So if you got a lightweight chassis and you want to do the tactical one, that's great. And then if you've got a sporter stock or whatever it is and you want to put that right on, we showed that actually in our Bergara 6.5 PRC upgrade video. It'll mate right up and screw down. Tell me more about this combo design. What are people using in terms of bipods and other attachments with a combo rail like that?
I mean, for me, I run a quick detach Atlas with a Picatinny rail, and I like to run that up front, but almost every time I'm hunting, I have a tripod with me. So why not have the ability to, shoot off your tripod pretty easily?
Yeah.
And I mean, integrated sling stud on that one, so I can still, shoulder carry it really easily.
Yeah, you could have a sling on it, and then you could pop it down onto a tripod. Here, for varminting, actually, that's a very common scenario. Is there's tall grass, and then you're shooting down into a bowl or shooting wherever, and the tripod I'm finding helps me get up off the ground, where I'm not trying to prone out with the grass in the way. I've literally taken clumps of grass and ripped them out so that I can see where it is that I'm trying to shoot. So having the, we run pretty much Arca rail now on everything. And with these kind of options, you can really optimize your solution. Like we've got two different what are these, 4-inch rails here?
That's the SRS 4-inch, and that does have a rounded bottom. This is the new Arca balance rail that we came out with, and that one's it's actually just 3.5 inches long. It's flat on the bottom because most stocks, once you transition back by the mag well, it's going to be flat.
Yeah.
But it does have the flared section, so you get an extra 5/8 of an inch further back around the bottom metal.
Yeah.
And that lets you...
that front action screw.
Yeah, it lets you mount it on the balance point, but you still only have a super light 3.5-inch rail.
Gotcha. So what are all of the different length options? We've got the mini here. Is this
that's the
shortest?
Yeah, it's only 1.7 inches long. It's 0.55 ounces. And it's surprisingly, we have a crappy YouTube video of us hanging like 30 pounds off of this stock with it hanging off there.
Nice. And
it supported it perfectly fine. It looks thin, but it's 775. It is really strong. And that's the smallest Arca rail on the market. And then we have the combo Arca plus pick. That's about 4 inches. The nice thing about our 4-inch rails, like this one and the Picatinny rail right here, just like in this gun, it just bolts right up. So you remove the 2 sling studs. It's going to have 1032s bedded in here. You take the attached fasteners that when you place your order and you just install it. Literally takes 2 minutes to install it. Just a straight bolt on. That's
super helpful, and it gives you those 2 different options right there too, pick or Arca.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, and then we have this is the Hunter's rail. It's the short one. We have 10.625 inch overall and 11.5 inch overall. And then we have our full-length Arca that's 11 inch. And then we have these 2 are 4 inches overall. That's a rounded bottom one. This is a tactical. And we have a 10-inch tactical rail. That pretty much covers all the rails we make. We make a shorter pick rail also. It's a little bit shorter than that one.
Gotcha. So if you want to know more about these products, go to salmonriversolutions.com. Thank you, Ken, for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's what we'd like to know from you all is if you're running a pick or an Arca rail on your hunting rig, what is it that you're looking for? And of these products, what would you put on your hunting rifle? Drop a comment and we'll start a discussion. Don't forget to check out the other videos that I've got showing Salmon River Solutions products and their installations. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you're interested in becoming a professional gunsmith, check out the Sonoran Desert Institute. They've got a degree program, they've got a certificate program, and you can study from home. Learn more at sdi.edu. Thanks again for watching.